Hello, my peeps, and welcome to another power-packed Phillips podcast.
No! Oh yeah!
Please take a moment to read your MSAs. And a few more MSAs for you. Let's chop to it. This is going to be lesson 9.5 part 2. We are still working on factoring. Please write down the trinomial y squared minus 7y minus 18 on your paper. Remember that this is a trinomial because it has three terms. First term, second term, third term, tricycle, three wheels. Just like we did in our last podcast, the first thing we're going to do is write two sets of parentheses under the problem. The next thing we're going to do is ask ourselves, what can we multiply together to make y squared? Well, I know that y times y is going to give me y squared. So the first thing I'm going to do is put a y at the front of the first parentheses, and I'm going to put a y at the front of the second parentheses. Remember, when I multiply my first terms foiling, y times y will give me y squared. The next thing I'm going to do is write the letter M for multiplication above the last term. Write the letter M for multiplication above the last term. We need to figure out all the numbers that we can multiply together to make negative 18. But I'm just going to work on positive 18 for now, and then we'll come back to negative 18 in just a minute. So I know I can do 1 times 18 to make 18. Then I'm going to take my handy-dandy calculator on the EOC, and I'm going to do 18 divided by 2. That's going to give me 9. So I can do 2 times 9. 1, 2. Now I'll do 18 divided by 3. That gives me 6. Now I have 3 times 6. 1, 2, 3. I'm going to do 18 divided by 4. That gives me 4.5. We don't want decimals. 1, 2, 3, 4. I'm going to try 5. 18 divided by 5. Gives me a decimal again. I don't want it. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. I'll try 6. 18 divided by 6. That's going to give me 3. We have a repeat. We already have 3 times 6 in the list, commutative property. So remember, as soon as you get a repeat, you can stop listing the factors. But let's go back to the original problem. We need all the numbers we can multiply together to make negative 18. That was a negative 18. So I can do a negative 1 times positive 18. That gives me negative 18. I can also do negative 2 times positive 9. I can do negative 3 times positive 6. Remember our cube over here. We have to list out all of our possible combinations. So we also could do positive 1 times negative 18. That gives us negative 18. We could do positive 2 times negative 9. We also could do positive 3 times negative 6. So it's important for us to list out all of the possible combinations. So here are all our possible combinations for multiplying together to get negative 18. The next thing I'm going to do, I'm going to write the letter A for addition above the middle term. I'm going to write the letter A for addition above this middle term. So I need to think. We need two numbers from our list over here. We need two numbers from our list that we can add together to get a negative 7. Two numbers from this list that add up to get a negative 7. Remember, we can only use numbers from this list. Well, I know that 9, right here, 9 minus 2 gives me 7. So I'm on the right track. 9 minus 2 gives me 7. But that gives me a positive 7. And I need a negative 7. So maybe if I move some signs around, I'll come up with the possible combination. How about we have -9 and +2? -9 and +2 does give me -7. So remember, again, when you're doing factoring, you got to be really careful with your combinations. So I'm going to use a -9 and a +2. So up here I'm going to put -9 and then I'm going to put +2. And now it's time for brain break.
Woo-hoo!
Today's brain break would be this GIF. Hopefully you're paying attention during this podcast so you don't do this on the Algebra EOC. Nice. Remember, on the EOC and on the district quiz and on your homework, whenever you do have it on factoring, you can check your answer by foiling.
Yee-haw!
So first thing we're going to do is the first term times the first term. Y times y gives us y squared. Now I'm going to do, the outside term, y times 2. Thank you, Casper, for your help. 1 times 2 gives us 2. The dog follows us everywhere we go. First, outside, inside. Inside times inside. -9 times, thank you, Casper. 1 gives us -9. The y follows us everywhere we go. Last times last. -9, excuse me. -9 times 2 gives us -18. I have 2y and -9y. 2y is a spy for the good guys. When I do -9 and +2, I'm combining like terms, CLT. That gives me a -7y. So let's write down what we know. We have y squared minus 7y minus 18. That looks strangely familiar. Oh, check it out. Y squared minus 7y minus 18. Y squared minus 7y minus 18. So just remember, foiling is simply taking your answer from factor. And factoring is foiling backwards. See, they just make a big circle here. Foiling and factoring, they go hand in hand. You're just doing one backwards from the other. All right, I hope that helps you be successful on the EOC.
Yolo, hee-hee! Yolo, lolo, lolo, hee-hee!
And you'll be so smart on the EOC, you'll be able to yodel your way right through it.
Yolo, hee-hee! Yolo, lolo, lolo, hee-hee!
Because you don't want to fail the EOC, and then they say this to you.
You're fired.
Alrighty, thanks for watching. Bye.